They kicked me out of the family group chat, then wondered why their flights got canceled. The notification came while I was reviewing flight manifests at JFK. You have been removed from Fleming Family Chat by admin, Derek Fleming. No warning. No explanation. Just digital excommunication from the family I'd been part of for 12 years. I stared at my phone, then at my computer screen showing my Delta employee portal. Senior Operations Manager, Level 7, with booking privileges that most people didn't even know existed. The same privileges I'd been using to handle my family's travel for over a decade. Another notification. Derek Fleming added you to important family info. The new chat had everyone except me. I could see it in the participant list before being removed. My husband Tom, his parents, his 3 siblings, their spouses, even my brother-in-law's girlfriend of 6 months. Everyone but me. The only message before my removal. Family only in this chat. Discussing mom and dad's 50th anniversary trip to Hawaii. No need to involve outsiders. Outsiders. After 12 years of marriage, 2 kids, and countless family gatherings, I was an outsider. Tom texted privately. Honey, Derek's being dramatic about the divorce stuff. You know how he is. I did know. Derek, my brother-in-law, was getting divorced and had decided anyone who still spoke to his ex was choosing sides. I'd made the fatal error of answering when she called about their daughter's birthday party. It's fine. I texted back, though my hands were shaking. It wasn't fine, but they'd figure that out in about 6 weeks. I pulled up our family travel spreadsheet, the one I'd maintained for years. Every flight, every upgrade, every companion pass, every buddy pass meticulously tracked. The Hawaii trip was there. 15 tickets for the second week of March. First-class upgrades already waitlisted through my employee priority. Hotel employee rates through our partnership program. Even the inter-island flights on Hawaiian Airlines using my reciprocal benefits. Total savings for the family, approximately $35,000. I archived the spreadsheet and closed it. Marina, you okay? My colleague James looked concerned. You're doing that scary quiet thing. I'm fine. Just some family drama. The in-laws again? I swear, you do too much for those people. He had no idea. For the next 3 weeks, I watched the important family info chat from Tom's phone when he wasn't looking. They were planning everything, restaurants, activities, matching t-shirts. Derek had appointed himself trip coordinator, collecting money for deposits and shared expenses. Got us a great deal on the flights, he announced. $400 each round trip. My travel agent friend hooked us up. I almost choked on my coffee. Those were my employee buddy passes he was talking about. The ones I'd already arranged and he was now claiming credit for. Don't forget the hotel discount, added Sheila, my mother-in-law. My coworker's daughter works for the Marriott and got us 20% off. That was my employee rate through Delta's partnership program. 60% off, not 20. But sure, let's go with that. Tom looked at me nervously. You're still handling the actual bookings, right? I know Derek's being an ass, but... Am I family, Tom? Of course you are. Then why am I not in the family chat? That's just Derek being. It's your parents' anniversary. Are they okay with me being excluded from the planning? His silence was answer enough. I'll handle what I've already committed to. I lied smoothly. The buddy passes are already in the system. They weren't. Buddy passes have to be activated by the employee, and I hadn't done it yet. But Tom didn't know that. 2 weeks before the trip, the text started. Sheila, hi sweetheart. Quick question about the flights. Do we need to do anything special to check in? I didn't respond. Tom's sister Karen, hey. The hotel is asking for an employee ID number for the rate. Can you send? Silence. Derek's wife Michelle, who was supposedly neutral in the divorce drama Marina, can you check if we can upgrade to first class? Derek said you might have connections. Nothing. Finally, Tom confronted me. You're getting the texts, right? About the trip? What trip? The Hawaii, Marina, come on. Don't be petty. I'm not being petty. I'm respecting the family's wishes. Derek made it clear I'm not family. I assumed that meant they didn't want my help with family matters. You know that's not what anyone meant. Then they should have thought about that before removing me from the family chat. I pulled up the screenshot I'd saved. See, family only. Very clear. The panic started 5 days before departure. Delta's system shows buddy passes as pending until the employee activates them. The family had been checking in online, seeing their reservations, assuming everything was fine. Then Derek tried to change his seat. What do you mean the reservation isn't ticketed? I heard him screaming through Tom's phone. I have a confirmation number. Tom looked at me. Marina. Yes. The flights. They're not actually booked. I have no idea. I'm not in the family chat, remember? I assumed Derek's travel agent friend was handling it. The one who got him such a great deal. Marina, please. My parents. Your parents who haven't said a single word about me being excluded from planning their anniversary celebration? This is serious. We're supposed to leave in 5 days. Then you should probably talk to Derek's travel agent. The family group chat, the one I wasn't in, exploded. Tom left his phone on the counter, and I watched the messages roll in. Derek. The airline says we have pending employee passes that were never activated. What does that mean? Sheila. Marina handles our flights. Someone ask her. Derek. I thought my friend booked these through his agency. Karen. No, you said you were handling it, but Marina had already set up employee passes. Derek. Well, I can't activate employee passes. I don't work for Delta. Michelle. Just call Marina. Derek. No. She chose Diane's side in the divorce. She's not family anymore. Sheila. Derek Fleming, you removed her from our family chat? The cascading realizations were beautiful to watch. Like dominoes falling, each family member suddenly understanding that their $400 buddy passes required an actual Delta employee to activate them. That their hotel reservations were tied to an employee ID. That their meticulously planned, deeply discounted vacation was entirely dependent on the outsider they'd excluded. Tom's phone rang. His mother. Put Marina on. Mom, she's. Put. Marina. On. I took the phone. Hello, Sheila. Sweetheart, there seems to be some confusion about the flights. Oh, I thought Derek's travel agent was handling everything. I didn't want to overstep, not being family and all. Silence. Then, you know your family. Do I? Because family members are usually included in family planning. I must have misunderstood when I was removed from the group chat. That was Derek being foolish. That was Derek being Derek, and everyone else being fine with it. Including you and Bill. More silence. Can you fix the flights? Can I? Yes. Will I? That depends. On what? On whether I'm family or an outsider. Because I use my employee benefits for family. I help family. I spend hours arranging travel for family. But I don't do any of that for people who exclude me when it's convenient and only remember I exist when they need something. Tom was gesturing frantically at me to stop. I ignored him. Marina, please. We're supposed to leave in 5 days. And I was supposed to be included in planning my in-laws' anniversary trip. Guess we're both disappointed. I hung up. The next 4 days were chaos. Delta flights to Hawaii were booking up for spring break. Without employee passes, the family was looking at $1,200 to $1,800 per person for last-minute tickets. The hotel, informed that the employee rate was no longer valid, quoted them the full price, $500 a night instead of $200. The family chat I wasn't in became a war zone. Tom showed me screenshots. Bill, father-in-law. This is what happens when you let petty grudges get in the way of family. Derek. I'm not apologizing to someone who betrayed me. Karen. You betrayed all of us by removing her without asking. Michelle. Maybe if we all apologize. Sheila. The trip is ruined. 50 years of marriage, and we can't even celebrate properly because my children can't act like adults. Tom begged. Please, Marina. My mom is crying. It's their 50th anniversary. And they let me be excluded from planning it. Your brother decided I wasn't family, and everyone went along with it. Now they're facing the consequences. So you're really going to ruin their anniversary over a group chat? I'm not ruining anything. I'm just not fixing what they broke. There's a difference. This is vindictive. No, vindictive would be actively canceling their reservations. I'm just choosing not to use my employment benefits for people who don't consider me family. That's called boundaries. On day 3 before departure, Derek cracked. Not because he felt bad, but because his kids were crying about missing Hawaii. He showed up at our house. I'm sorry, he said through gritted teeth. For what? For removing you from the chat. And calling you an outsider. And he looked confused. What else? Figure it out, Derek. And until you do, enjoy explaining to your kids why their Hawaii trip got canceled, because Uncle Derek thought being petty was more important than family. He left, furious. The breaking point came when my sister-in-law's husband, Miguel, the only other in-law who'd always been kind to me, texted privately. Marina, I get it. They did you dirty. But my kids don't understand why their cousins aren't going to Hawaii anymore. Is there anything I can do? I liked Miguel. He'd been the only one to text me after I was removed from the chat, saying it was messed up. You want honest advice? I replied, please, book your own tickets. Today, take your family and go without them. Prices are only going up. That would cause World War III. Or it would teach them that actions have consequences. Your choice. He did it. Booked 4 tickets on Southwest, found a decent hotel, and announced in the family chat that his family was still going to Hawaii, since the group trip seems to be canceled. The explosion was nuclear. Sheila called Tom screaming. How could Marina help Miguel but not them? It wasn't fair. It was favoritism. It's what happens when you treat people differently. Tom finally snapped at his mother. Miguel never agreed with kicking Marina out. You all just went along with Derek. So yeah, she helped the one person who stood up for her. Deal with it. I was proud of him for that. 2 days before the trip I got a new notification. Derek Fleming added you to Fleming family chat. The first message was from Derek. Marina is family. I was wrong. I'm sorry for letting my divorce drama affect everyone. Can we please fix this? Followed by, Sheila, we're sorry too. You've always been family. Bill, what Derek did was wrong. We should have stopped it. Karen, I'm sorry I didn't speak up. Michelle, we were cowards. I'm sorry. I let it sit for an hour. Then I responded. I appreciate the apologies. But you've had 3 weeks to make this right. You only care now because you need something. That's not family. That's transactional. Miguel and his family have a lovely trip planned. I suggest the rest of you use this as a learning experience for next time. P.S. Derek, my choosing sides in your divorce was answering the phone when the mother of your child called about their birthday. If that threatens you, the problem isn't me. Then I left the chat myself. Miguel's family had an amazing time in Hawaii. He sent me photos of the kids on the beach, at Luau's, hiking Diamond Head. He'd even managed to get a partial employee rate at a partner hotel because I'd made a call. The rest of the family stayed home, fighting about whose fault it was. Tom showed me the messages. Derek blaming me, Karen blaming Derek, Sheila blaming everyone, Bill telling them all to grow up. The aftermath was interesting. Tom and I had some serious conversations about family dynamics and boundaries. He admitted he should have stood up for me immediately instead of trying to keep the peace. Derek's ex-wife Diane called to thank me. Apparently, word had gotten back to her about what happened, and it was helping her custody case. He's claiming I'm alienating him from his family, but now there's proof he's the one who alienates people. The next family gathering was awkward. Easter dinner at Sheila and Bill's. I brought my famous sweet potato casserole, the one they always requested. Derek could barely look at me. Karen overcompensated with chattiness. Miguel gave me a subtle fist bump. During dessert, Sheila cleared her throat. We've decided to try again for Hawaii. For our 51st anniversary. Marina, could you help us plan it? Properly this time. I'll help coordinate, I said carefully. But everyone books and pays for their own tickets. I'll provide employee discount codes where applicable, but I won't be managing anyone's travel. That's fair, Bill said quickly. And I continued. The planning happens in a group chat that includes everyone. No secret chats. No exclusions. The first time someone creates a family-only chat that excludes any spouse, I'm out. They agreed. The trip happened 8 months later. Everyone paid full price for their buddy passes, still a discount, but not the free rides they'd gotten used to. Miguel and I coordinated together, and it went smoothly. Derek even apologized again, properly this time. His divorce had finalized, and he'd realized how much his bitterness had cost everyone. I was so angry about losing my family that I tried to break everyone else's, he admitted. Just remember that next time you want to decide who is and isn't family, I told him. The family chat still exists. I'm still in it. But now everyone knows that family only includes everyone who's part of the family, whether by blood, marriage, or choice. And they definitely know that excluding the person who handles your travel benefits is a costly mistake. As for my employee benefits, I still use them for family. Real family. The ones who don't need a canceled vacation to remember that I belong. Though I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy watching them learn that lesson the hard way. Sometimes the best teachable moments come at 30,000 feet, or in this case, from never leaving the ground at all.